Hello and welcome to the second part of the Sonic 2 LP. We are here in Oil Ocean Zone. Do I like this zone? Not really. It's not a bad zone actually. It's actually quite like it's not. Is it badly designed? No, not at all. It's actually pretty well designed. I really like it in this game. I just don't really like the whole theme of the stage. But that's just a personal preference. The stage is actually pretty good. It also makes an appearance in Sonic Mania, so Christian Whitehead and Headcanon clearly liked the stage enough to bring it. Or maybe they thought it needed more representation. But anywho. There's lots of cool... This level you can easily get lost in, I will say. If you do certain skips, you can kind of get lost, like, where the fuck am I going? Like, oh, no, I was going the faster way. You're joking. Oh man. Anyways, this place has a lot of routes, and they go left and right, so you can easily like skip a section and think you're going the right way, but then you find out, wait, I'm just going backwards. So be careful while trying to do this stage. I recommend looking up a map of the stage after you beat the game, just to try to get a nice route out. They're all on Google, and if you don't want to do that, you can just do what I do and raw dog it. You'd be like, I'm just gonna raw dog it and memorize the stage as I play it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Add on, nothing wrong, add on. Also, this game might just be shorter than or the same length as Sonic 1, which it is I feel like it is a longer game than Sonic 1. It has more zones. But I love this game so much, and it's so fun to play that I know like the layouts like the back of my hand. Also, yeah, I'm trying to kind of annoying to outrun. If you're supersonic though, you can easily outrun those. I'll show that in the next act because I feel like showing supersonic in the next act. Is it because you hate this zone, Punny Pillow? No. Shut up, Tails. You guys like my Tails plush I got? It looks a little funny actually. Anyways, Act 2. I hate I hate the seahorses so much. They're so annoying. They shoot the projectiles so quick. Also, yeah, if you go in there, you take this little shortcut up here. So let that platform push you up. You could push this thing back to get speed, or you could just charge up a really quick spin dash and do a jump right there. You see, it just comes out so quick! By the way, if you're using the elemental shields in the option settings, your elemental shields will actually bounce off those bullets and stuff, which is super cool. Makes these guys super less annoying. Also, you can spin dash jump up here, I believe. Yeah, there you go. To make it up to this higher path. See, you don't even need Tails for a lot of these things. You could use Tails if you're not skilled enough, which I think is cool. Tails is like the easy mode of this game. So if you're having a hard time, I just play Tails. The reason why I usually don't like playing Tails in these games is because his flight carries like no momentum, and I just think it kills the pace of the game so much. I mean, I guess he can fly, so like, that's his advantage, but it's just so slow. So I don't really like playing Tails that much in the classic games. I will say if I do play classic Tails, I definitely like playing with a mod that lets you cancel his flight at any moment. Because for some unknown reason, even in Sonic Superstars, the most recent 2D Sonic game, you can't cancel Tails' flight. You just can't. I don't know why. Is it balancing purposes? Maybe, but it's so annoying. Just let me cancel Tails' flight. Cause you have to slowly descend. Anyways, you can. Oh, I timed that wrong. But if you get the jump right, you could do what I did in the last boss. You can't one cycle him. Duck here, by the way. You cannot one cycle him, like in the last boss. Yeah, you do want to jump there, and just duck. Not too bad of a boss. It does take a while because you have to wait till he surfaces up, And then you have to wait again, and then that thing comes up. You can finish it like by 2 cycles, so you would have been done with it already if you didn't mess up the jump I did at the beginning. Wow. He should be like 2 hits off, so... Yeah, there you go. Also, I don't know how the oil isn't... I don't know how this place isn't blown up with all those explosions next to the oil. In Sonic Mania, they actually make a joke at that, which is kind of funny. Cause yeah, having all this fire and a bunch of oil, I don't think that's the best thing, Sonic. Anyways, if you've been paying attention just a little bit, you would realize that Sonic 2, I completely forgot to explain, Sonic 2, you know, instead of 3 acts per zone, like Sonic 1 and even Sonic 1 8-bit did, there's only 2 acts per zone, you know, which I think is really nice. It makes you not get tired of one zone. It's quite nice, actually. Because now when you're in a bad zone, or a zone you don't like, you're not in it forever, so that's neat. But this is the one zone of the game that has 3 acts, and it's one that people usually don't like. I think it's alright, but some of the enemies are kind of annoying. But yeah, this is one of the few zones that people don't genuinely like from this game. I think it's still great, but it's definitely harder because of the enemies. You definitely might die a lot in this zone compared to others, so you be careful. Or just get enough Chaos Emeralds to go super. If you can even hold on to your rings, that is. You see, the reason why you want to get the Chaos Emerald before this zone is because good luck trying to get 50 rings in a checkpoint in this zone. But see, look at it, I got 50 rings, not that bad. See, you're gonna hear Supersonic thing, that's cool. Also, a neat thing about these versions is that, you see Sonic's looking up sprite, how it keeps his super spikes. In the original, it was just a color swap Sonic, he didn't have his spikes up. Which aggravates me for some reason. It annoys me when the sprites don't have the spikes up for Supersonic sometimes. Like, it just feels wrong, like, Supersonic without his spikes up. Yellow Sonic, that's just cursed. No, don't do that. You don't do that. But yeah, I believe the reason why this zone is 3 acts is because this is where the Genocide City Zone, or what it was later called Cyber City Zone, I believe, would have been, but they scrapped that zone, and so they gave Metropolis another act. So, yeah. This game was a bit rushed. Not rushed in a... I don't... like, it has no glitches at all. I mean, if it does, they're... I mean, all games have bugs, okay? But, they couldn't do all the ideas they wanted to. Which I think they made up for in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That game is way bigger than this game. Now those games are gonna be a lot longer than Sonic 1 and 2 combined. And we even have to do an extra playthrough with Knuckles from there, but we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, this game is rather short. So we'll luckily be able to do this in one single part. I know it's gonna be a bit of a long part, but who cares? Sonic 1 was like 40 or so minutes. But anyways, yeah, I hope you don't mind another long Sonic video. Anyways, be careful in the zone, everything's trying to kill you. If you have Supersonic, use Supersonic, like right now. I will say Supersonic, like on platforms like that, is hell to control. But you know, like a gamer like me knows how to handle the Supersonic. Why am I speaking like that? I don't know, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm getting a little too comfortable recording these videos as I'm going through these. You know, as you start talking to the camera for about like 3 hours, you get a little bit comfortable. But yeah, notice how none of these acts really go past 3 minutes if you know what you're doing. And I do. Even in Sonic 1 when I knew what I was doing, some zone levels were a bit longer. That's why I say this game is perfect to time attack. The levels aren't too long. It's perfect. It's perfect. But yeah, luckily after this we won't have to see this zone again. If you hate this zone because of those I hate the crabs. People hate the slicers. I hate those crabs more than anything. That and the starfish. These starfish that shoot out the... I hate them so much. The slicers are like the least of the issues. He would later regret saying this. Enemies in these stages. I think they're really easy to avoid, actually.
Are you sure about that?
I think the widescreen helps a lot because you can see a lot further. But the starfish are so annoying. The crabs are a bit annoying, but I guess my least favorite would have to be those starfish on the walls. When it's just one, it's fine, but there's like a bunch, it's like, I barely missed that, you're joking. But yeah, there's multiple like that, I get so terrified. I'm just like, well, am I gonna get hit or not? I don't know, it feels like a gamble. Ooh, okay, that was a little bullshit enemy placement, I can't lie. That could just get you. I low-key got lucky that I didn't get hit by that. Oh. Oh, I was just talking about you guys. Oh. I think those guys were a lot worse in the original, because you know how 4x3 games look, right? I don't need to demonstrate. I mean, I still will. It's somewhat like this. I'm not doing the measurements. I'm just kind of giving you a general idea, okay? My editing, my editing could go so far, okay? I don't really know how to do a 4x3 perfectly. But yes, it cuts a lot of the screen off. And a lot of things are loaded in a bit later, so enemies like that are a bit harder. I don't really like these screw tops. If the zone didn't have these, it would be great. Oh, look at Tails, he's tired. He's so cute. I mean, just look at him. Not a single thought behind his eyes. Oh, he's even helping! Here's the cool part. I can't make it up there now. Isn't that great? Luckily we have Tails on our side. By the way, if you're like, what do I do if I'm Sonic alone? You have to go all the way back down to unload it and reload it. And it's a... You're joking. You're joking. Okay. Yeah, at least Tails is helping us make this thing go faster. Oh, yeah, enemy placement not too cool. Not. I'm so fucking mad. No. Okay. Oh, I have no rings again. No. Oh, it's so over. Okay. The level does have some bullshit enemy placement, I can't even lie with you. Okay, that's... Look, he doesn't have his thing this time. That's nice. But last time he said, fuck you! On the bright side, this boss isn't so bad. Just grab all the rings you can and just hit him. Tails can actually hit him with this propeller up here, actually. Isn't that neat? And since Tails doesn't lose any of his things while flying, or doesn't lose any rings, you could just use them to attack. Isn't that cool? Look at that, look at my buddy go. You know, the more I'm using him now in this Let's Play, I'm realizing he's actually, like, look at that! Damn, Tails, okay! Damn right, Sonic! Damn, good job, buddy. Anywho, time for a very interesting zone up next. Kinda something we only see once in this classic era. Sky Chase Zone. This is a auto-scroller. I mean, it's not like Sonic 1 on 8-bit where it had an auto-scroll like an actual stage. you just kind of chill on this plane and just hit enemies. I think it's more of a cinematic than an actual level. So, oh well. It's definitely the most boring part of the game. Like, if you had to get rid of one zone from the game, definitely this one. On the bright side, the music's great. It's very peaceful. Like, I don't know. I think it's a great song. Like just listen to this part of the song. Like, it's just so peaceful. I don't know. I guess I don't hate it that much purely because of the music. If you put good music in a stage, I won't hate it, you know? At least I can jam out. It's like in Toho, if I'm going through a stage that's fucking hell, if it has a banger song, I don't care how much I die, I'll enjoy it. But, oh, what's this? A flying fortress, you would say? Oh, ho, ho. I believe, I don't know where on this fortress, the flying fortress, it has Eggman's name written on it. Also, look at Sonic's idol. This is new for Sonic 2, by the way. I don't think he did this in Sonic 1. Ow. But Eggman does have his name written on the fortress, which must have been so confusing to American kids, like, Eggman, who the hell's that? I know Robotnik. But, you know, Eggman's his name, buddy. Not Robotnik. Sorry. Just kidding. Well, now it's been retconned. His real name is Robotnik, and his nickname is Eggman, but whatever. Back in the day, his name was Eggman, okay? Full name, full everything. Anyways, that's it for that level. Now we're in Wink Fortress. Oh, let's go, Tails! Oh, no Tails! Well, the tornado got shot down, so it's just up to us to go on this fortress. We have no Tails with us in this stage. Isn't that kind of sad? Music's great, though. I love this stage. It's just purely for the music. By the way, you're like, you go there, right? I'll show you a neat little shortcut, actually. If you, you can actually just go up those propellers right there. It's great. Ow. I really didn't want to get hit there, because I have to get hit here. You can go through these propellers and skip like 90% of the stage. And that's great. By the way, this platforming is a bit hard to do with Supersonic. I would have gladly shown you it as Supersonic if I didn't get hit. Ugh. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. Dun dun. Okay, so I'm here to show you the other path since I'm already here anyways. But yes, look at Sonic's little cute animation. It's actually the CD sprite with just Sonic 2 color corrections, which is really neat. In the original, he would not be able to, you know, do this actually. I don't think he could do that in the Christian Whitehead version or the Sonic Origins version. I think it's purely exclusive to the Sonic 2 Absolute version. Anyways, let me show you my cool Supersonic skills. Also, I think it's fitting to show Supersonic in this zone. It's the last actual zone of the actual level of the game. Let's. By the way, it looked easy, right? Control Supersonic on your own and tell me if it is. I mean, it's not impossible, but Kid Me found it very hard. Anywho, I believe you would see Eggman somewhere written on here, but I could be wrong for that. Anyways, here's this boss with Supersonic. It's super easy. Kind of another reason I want to show him off. You just kind of just jump into this laser. The way you would normally do this is you would have to jump on these platforms while not getting hit by the spikes, wait for that laser to open, and just keep bouncing on it. But fuck that. Also, here's one up if you need it. Nice little secret. Oh my, that Eggman sprite looks so weird to me. Oh no, Eggman! To Tails! Oh my god! And look, it even added a little booster to it. You see, that's what I was saying. Even this game kind of shows how Tails is likes messing with machine and stuff. He repaired the tornado and added a jet booster while we were in that stage. Damn, Tails, you were quick! Ooh. Also, this is the first like in-game cutscene. It's so cool. I wonder how this was back in the 90s, just being like, whoa, this Sonic's going on to outer space, oh my goodness. Anyways, it's time for the final zone. Well, not zone, more like single level, but is it a level? Not really. Death Egg Zone. It does have a scrap level design, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, but in its current state, it's just 2 bosses. Who's this, you may ask? It is Mecha Sonic. Don't get it confused with Metal Sonic, because this is not Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic is from CD, this is a Mecha Sonic. Anyways, trying to show that Eggman's actually the fastest thing alive and not Sonic. Look at him! Damn. Need Eggman's workout plan. Holy shit, he got speed. Anyways, if you go behind the boss, you can give a couple back shots, just like this. It's actually very nice. Look at this. Be very careful though. That the fire on its back does hurt you, so you do have to be very careful about that. Anyways, you want to bait him. He jungles down like that. You hit him, he's gonna shoot like that. Yeah, you jump into him. By the way, his arms, which have spikes, do count as a hitbox. I'm just pro gamer and I know how to avoid them very well. Yeah, he ducks down, you hit him like that, hit him like that. Be careful when he's walking, because his arm does move slightly up as you see, and that can easily hit you when you try to jump into him. So I recommend only trying to hit him like that, and that's it. That's literally it. That's the final boss. It's a lot better than Sonic 1's for sure. But anyways, here's the ending. But yes, that was Sonic 2! It only took me as long as it took me to beat Sonic 1, wow. But yeah, this is Sonic 2. If you haven't played this game, please do! It's so good, what do you do? I mean, listen to this. Such a beautiful song. This is the last time we'll hear these composers. It's kinda sad, but they did a good job. Sonic 2's music is amazing. Give it a listen if you can't really hear in this Let's Play, so give it a listen outside this. Anyways, you're probably wondering, Bonnie Pillow, why did you say you didn't prefer the good ending over the bad ending? That seemed kind of cute. Super Sonic flies down, Tails sees Sonic landing down, he's like, hello, let's go say hi to Sonic. But I'm going to show the bad ending and kind of explain why I prefer it more. Oh no, Sonic! He's gonna die! But look at Tails saves him. Isn't that kind of sweeter? Like, Sonic would have died without his new friend Tails. Like, I think that's sweeter. But whichever you prefer, I just think this one's cuter, because Tails gets to actually play a role in helping Sonic. He may be the younger one, but he's still there for Sonic. You also get a different pose. See? Watch this. Isn't that cute? But yeah, this is Sonic 2. It's a great... I've already said that 1,000 times, but like, you can't stress that enough. I'm gonna be writing Sonic 3 even more when we get to that, because that's my favorite Sonic game. Well, one of my favorites. I don't know if it's my oh, it might. I don't know. I need to think about it. Anyways, I hope you really enjoyed this Let's Play, because up next we have Sonic 2 8-bit, which I am greatly looking forward to showing off. I practiced the game a bit, so it won't be as embarrassing as my Sonic 1 Let's Play. So I hope you all look forward to that. And thank you for your support on the first Sonic video. I actually... You know, even just getting 20 views or so on the first Sonic video means the most to me, honestly. I expected like 5 views at most, but I am grateful for just the little support that I've been getting. I hope I can make more entertaining Let's Plays of the Sonic series, and you all stay tuned. Because there's a lot more to cover when it comes to this era. We won't be leaving it for a while. I would say I might be recording classic Sonic games for this remaining of the year. We might get to the adventure era at the very end of this year, but anywho. These credits are a bit longer than Sonic ones. I was kind of hoping they would end sooner, because I was kind of hoping I like wrap up my sentence there. It's a bit awkward. I was showing my gratitude. I do record these videos a bit in advance before I release them, just because I like to check them. So I don't know exactly how all the videos perform. I just know how the Sonic 1 video performed, and I'm quite happy with it. So yeah, thank you. But I don't really matter. It doesn't really matter to me how many views I get during this series, but the more the merrier is always nice. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed the game. Here's a nice little thing we get for the good ending, man. Fuck you, Eggman. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you all in the Sonic 2 8-bit videos. I wonder what's in that bush.